Hey guys, Trevor Acey here. I help people buy and sell houses. And one of the things I want you to understand is that I am deeply invested in your success. And how I do that is I pay attention to the data. There's kind of two things about buying a home. One is I have to be somebody that understands people. I got to understand what you're going through, marriage, new baby, death, divorce, all these things. These are life changes that cause you to maybe have to buy, sell a home. Okay. And so the other thing I have to do is be a professional that doesn't just think about how things feel, but actually what the reality is. And I want you to be able to trust me. So when I say that, I'd like to show you the information that I have and just make it available to you. I think it makes everybody feel better. So here's our March recap. I know we're well into April, but we have data for March, and I want to show you kind of what's been going on in the market, what's happening, so that you can feel good about making a decision about possibly buying or selling. Okay, so key metrics here. We have new listings, pending listings, closed, days on market, and then average and median sales price. Okay, those are kind of some key metrics, and you can see right here. So in March here, this is going to show us what was happening in March of 2022 versus March of this year. Okay, so as you can see, we have 27% less new listings coming on the market in this March, so March 2023, than we did a year before. Okay, so we had a lot more listings coming on a year before. Now, over here, I can also show you year to date. So year to date, we have about 25% less listings that have come on the market. Okay, and then the same with pending and closed. Okay, same with pending and closed. And so we're showing that as a trend for the year, not just a blip in March. And interest rates are going to be the total reason for that. Okay. Days on market. Last year took 14 days to get your home sold. Now it's taking 44 days. That is a huge increase. It's taking 2.5 times as long to get the project done. And we're seeing that across the board year to date as well. Now, median home price, right? So if you take all the homes that have sold and take the one in the middle, like that's your median home price, right? 610. Average home price is take all the homes that have sold, divide by that number and the total volume, and that gives you your average price, okay? So this is about what I would expect. We've gone down for the month. We're at about 8% lower than we were for this time last year. 8-9%. Okay. Over the course of the year, though, we've only gone down 3 to 5%. Okay. And if that doesn't make sense, it's because they're taking year to date here. They're taking the cumulative total, everything that has happened year to date. Percent of list price received. So agents they're actually more on top of it now than they were this time last year. Last year was pretty hot still, and they were. Actually February is when, February of this year is when interest rates hiked. So that's when we kind of got that jolt in the market, right? Last year that hadn't happened. It was still going bonkers, and agents weren't able to figure out very precisely where they were going to end up as far as list price and sale price. We had a lot of escalating offers, those types of things. Not happening as much now, but you're going to see the inventory is still low, and I'm about to get to that. Inventory. Here's the number of homes on the market this time last year, 4,700. And we have more, 6,800. So what does more mean? Now think about supply demand. More homes is supply, right? So if you have more homes on the market for the same amount of buyers, then you have, then that creates less demand. Okay, so here's kind of how we determine that. Month supply of inventory. I talk about this all the time. If no homes were to come on the market, this is how many months it would take to sell through the entire inventory at the current rate. So last year, it would have taken about half of a month, 2 weeks of inventory, and it's gone based on the rate of sales and how much was on the market. Okay, this year we're at a month and a half of inventory, month and a quarter. And that seems like a lot because it's twice as much. And it is compared to it being really, really, really hot with almost no inventory. What I'm going to tell you and what I'm going to reiterate is a balanced market is something like 4 to 5 months of inventory. So anything less than that, we're considering a seller's market. If you're a seller, if you're thinking about selling a home, you're still in a historically good market right now because you're only at about a month of inventory. Now, if you're selling a home, you probably need to buy a home too. So you're kind of in the same market either way. If you're talking about a super crash buyer's market, tons of inventory, 2008 through 12, that's like, this number would be like 8 months of inventory. It'd just be a glut of inventory. Nobody's buying. That's not what's going on. So I'm constantly dispelling kind of this myth that we're either in a bust or about to bust. The market is correcting a little bit, and believe it or not, it's good for markets to correct. They can't stay in the red. It's like a race car just going a million miles an hour, and like an engine just being like so overheated, like it needs to slow down, otherwise it will explode. I'll do a whole other video on the difference between what's going on now and 2008. But if you want to talk about your particular house, your particular home, what it's worth, and maybe you're thinking about selling, buying, moving up, moving down, I would love to talk to you. I will always shoot straight with you, and that's kind of what these videos are all about. So if you've enjoyed this, thank you for watching. I look forward to connecting with you personally.